and you're watching Tim's Tiny Arcade, mother effer.
Hello, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade, where today's product I want to talk about is the Legends Flashback from AtGames. It has 50 built-in games, has an SD slot on it, and I've actually got it where you can put a firmware on there and add Genesis games. So we'll take a look at that and some of the gameplay on some of these games. And so let's go ahead and look at the system first, and then we'll go into some gameplay. All right. I got the system out. So this is the system. It's really small and really light. And let me compare it. This is another AtGames Sega Genesis that I bought at one time. It's a little bit smaller than that even. So it's pretty small. You got your on and off switch there, a menu button which you need to add quarters when you're playing the arcade game, so it's kind of annoying, that part of it. There's your ports to put your controllers in, and on the back you have an SD slot. As you can see, I have an SD card in there, and your power, where you can plug in your power, and then an HDMI port. And the negative thing, they do not provide the HDMI port, kind of like the Atari Flashback 9 that I bought. It didn't come with a HDMI cord, but this is the same deal on this. So you're going to have to either get one, buy one off Amazon or Walmart or whatever, or hopefully you have one laying around. Real quick, I want to touch base on the controllers. These are the controllers that come with the system, and the buttons, they're okay. It's the 6 buttons. You got a start button right there. They give you 2 controllers wired. The control pad, a little loose, but it gets the job done on the system. So overall, I guess they're okay, but nothing special. Okay, we're going to look at the 50 games that are already on the system, and most of these are arcade games. I'll just mention a few as I scroll through. You got 1942, Bad Dudes, Burger Time, Commando. What else we got on here? We got Dig Dug, Galaga, Ghouls and Ghosts, Heavy Barrel, Lock and Chase, Mappy. Then you got a couple Joe and Mac games there at the top, and a couple Mega Man games on here. What else we got on here? We got Rally X, a couple sports games, Pro Bowling, Pro Tennis. Flip it here. You got Side Pocket and Super Pool 3. We have Strider on here. Kind of a rare game, Super Burger Time. 2, I believe it is. And then you're back to the page that we started at. So let's go ahead and we'll play a few of these games, and then I'll dig into the SD card. All right, so we're going to try Burger Time. Now you actually have to go up to the system itself and hit the button on the right of the power, and that pulls up right here. As you can see, insert coin. That's kind of a pain that you have to go up to the system. I don't see anywhere else where you can just do it from your controller. Once you got that in there, then you can hit a button on your controller, the bottom left one, the A button, and then from there you got at the bottom it says credit 1, and then you can play your game by hitting start. So we'll do a little gameplay of this. Now this is actually the arcade ROM. And from what I've played on some of these games, they've actually played pretty well. And they look really good too. Like I said, this has Burger Time and Burger Time 2. I played a little bit of Burger Time 2, don't know much about it. Have him fall. The object of this is to get these guys on these top buns. Oh shoot! If you get the bonus there, you can get extra pepper. But yeah, as you can see, this game looks pretty good. All right, we're going to try Crude Buster. This is a Data East game. It's like a beat 'em up game. As you can play 1 or 2 player in this. All right, stage 1. We'll give it a shot here. The game looks really good. The colors are pretty good on this game. A lot of color. I like games like this, like Final Fight and those kind of games. Double Dragon. First time I've ever played this game. There we go, got a weapon. I lost it already. Ah! Lock and chase. We'll try that real quick. Kind of a Pac-Man style game. I don't remember playing this anywhere in the arcade, at least, you know, where I live. This wasn't around. Alright, so I hit my start button. So yeah, see, those are it's just like Pac-Man. So if you don't have the power pellets to go eat them, I think you can close doors behind you though. I'll just go one life here to kind of just show you guys real quick. You got your score at the top. Oh, there's some money there. You got your tunnels you can go through, which is kind of neat. There's another bonus there if I can get to it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. Nope. Ah! Got me trapped. Alright, so I was going to look at Lock and Chase. Now I'll show you guys the SD card on this. Alright, so if you guys want to add games to your Legends Flashback, you need to type in Legends Flashback firmware adding games to SD card. And it'll be a screen like this. You'll just scroll down a little bit, and right in here, you're going to want to do this update and read the information on there. And once you do that update, if you got ROMs, you can add them to your Flashback. The only thing you're going to have to do though is make sure that you turn them into bins, and once they're in bins, you can't have any spacing in the wording on the SD card, or the games won't work. So let's go ahead and take a look at the SD card, some of the games. Okay, once you have got everything set up, you got your ROMs on there. Right here, you go to your SD card, and these are the games I've added. I've got, I believe, over 1,000 games on here already. Just go, as you can see real quick, I'm just scrolling through them. You gotta remember, no spaces, and you have to use a 16 gigabyte SD card or smaller to make this work. Alright, so let's go. Choose real quick here a game that I'm familiar with. Alright, let's try Contra Hard Corps. Well, I actually chose the Japan version, but we'll just give it a shot. I just want to show you guys a little bit of gameplay of these games. This is a real fun game. I'm a big fan of the Contra games, but I'll have to say this is one of the hardest ones that there is. Got the Konami logo. Looks good. This game, I mean, I've played a lot of these ROMs already. Just not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them, and everything I've tried's worked. Alright, we'll try this version. Choose my player, select player. I can't read any of what it says at the top, but basically this is just like every other Contra game. Alright. Alright, there we go. We got my jump and my shoot button. This game is really fun. You can play 2 players at this. I thought I got that guy already. There we go. It'd be a good game to have an extra person on if you could. Oh my gosh, there's so many guys down there. There we go. I'll go a life or two. I won't last very long. Trust me, this is a hard game. But it really looks great. There we go. This has some missiles, homing missiles. It's a fun weapon to have. Come on, blow that tanker up. There we go. What was great about Contra was a lot of these bosses. There's always a lot of little bosses, and usually a big one at the end. I missed whatever that was. Oh. So we already got another second little mini boss. You just got to figure out the patterns on them. I think you got a pretty good weapon right here to take them on, though. So, I mean, like I said, I found this system for 19 bucks, $19.99, and I think you can get it on Amazon, 29 bucks. It came out, I think, originally for 49, but if you can add all these games, this is a heck of a deal. And as you can tell, the game's playing really well. I'll try to beat this boss real quick. I'm doing a lot better than I usually ever do. Ah. Gotta throw a car. This weapon's helping out a lot. There we go. I beat the boss on Contra. All right, we're gonna try Darius. This is another game off of it. This is a game I never played before. Try a little bit of it. Played the arcade version, but never a Genesis version of this game. This is not a US version of the game. But to have all these games for a system that was 19 bucks, it's pretty amazing. All in 16-bit. Nice, I got that shield there. And the colors are great. And be able to play in HD. Your Genesis collection is really pretty cool, I think. So what's my final thoughts on the Legends Flashback? I liked it. Yes, it has negatives where you have to add coins, go up to the system. The system's not really attractive and it's super light, but the possibilities of putting thousands of Genesis games on, like I say, this system you can find dirt cheap right now. And just get yourself a small SD card and have at it. So anyway, what do you guys think of this system? Give this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel.